Hey guys, I'm Cameron Morris, and this week's comic of the week is Avatar: The Last Airbender: The Promise. So a couple of weeks ago on Comic Talk, my bi-weekly show, or fortnightly, I can never remember which one is which. But anyway, I talked about comic book adaptations, which is when you take take something that already exists and turn it into a comic book. And this was one of them that I mentioned. It's The Promise, and it's basically the story of what happens after the 3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender, or if you're British like me, Avatar: The Legend of Aang, because it was called something different. But anyway, this is a great story. It basically is like, listen, they wanted to move on to Legend of Korra. That's fine, and that's cool. And I still haven't watched Legend of Korra, but I've been told it's awesome. But anyway, this is what happens to Aang after it. And the best thing about turning it into a comic is that you the stakes are reset. So the last we saw Aang in season 3, it was like the biggest battle of his entire life. He had to fight the Fire Lord. Now everything's been reset because it's a comic book. It's kind of a new story, and you don't have to make the threat as dangerous as it is. So really, in this, instead of being like the entire world or the entire nation like is like under threat of the Fire Army, in this one, it's just about a town. It's just about one town, and it's really the philosophy of like, it deals with immigration through the lens of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's really interesting. The art, I'd show you, but if you've seen the show, it's not surprising. It's basically just the art from the show. It's very similar. They haven't really changed it much, except it's not moving now because it's a comic. So if you enjoyed Avatar: The Last Airbender, and if you've always wanted to know what happened to Aang, you know, some of the stories that happened to Aang between that and Legend of Korra, this is where you want to go. There's The Promise, which is 3 volumes long. This is the first volume. Then there's The Search, which I've also read, which is great. Then The Riff, and there's another one coming out. And basically, they're just filling in the gap between when the series ended and when Legend of Korra starts. So I would 100% recommend this. It's so good. And if you're an Avatar fan like me, you will really enjoy it too. Yeah, as I said, I've been Cameron Morris. If you want to find this, you can find it on Amazon and most comic book stores. And if you want to check back next week, I'll be recommending a different comic.
Whoa! I'm clearly falling off a cliff! To save my life, you have to like and subscribe and do all that good stuff, like buy stuff on our t-shirt page. You can buy a hat. Look at this hat. Can you buy this hat? I don't know. Is this hat available yet? Yeah, it is. Alright, great. Well, I don't know where I reached this hat from because I'm clearly falling off a cliff. Oh, my hat! Oh, no! Well, goodbye.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I love it.